There's shit going on in this country, overseas, that is beyond reason. Over the past week, we have been invaded by UFOs. UFOs that are being shot down by our military, and no one seems to care. This would be the biggest story ever just a few years ago, at any time, except right the fuck now, where no one seems to really give a shit. If this happened a year ago, 2 years ago, through 5, 7, 10, 15, 50, this would be the biggest thing. Did you hear? Our Air Force shot down a UFO, now another one, and another, and they spotted another, and this would be unbelievable. Now people are just like, well, it's a psyop. This is a military operation, an American psyop to distract us from what? From the next insane thing that was called a psyop last week. They're distracting you from this oil fire that's happening, this tanker train that derailed in Ohio and blew up. Well, that's the distraction for this thing that happened. Nothing is real anymore. Everything is a distraction from something else that will be dubbed a distraction. To the point where I'm done. I don't know anything anymore. I thought if we were shooting down UFOs in my lifetime, that's it. Well worth the price of admission. You could check me out, God, anytime. I live to see us start this UFO space war with something, and I'm damn happy to be here. But I'm like, yeah, and nothing. We don't seem to care that we're shooting things down that they're telling us they don't even know what they are. Well, then why are we shooting them down? Well, they're a threat to air traffic. And how? How do you know? Where are they from? What do they do? No answers. And we're getting no answers. Oh, the Pentagon is giving a brief. What? They don't say shit. They said they're not counting out that it's alien, but it's probably not. Well, then how do you know? If you know it's not alien, then you'd have to have some inkling as to what it is. In order to discount it as one thing, you have to have some kind of verification that it's another thing. But they're saying they don't know what the fuck it is, but we're shooting it down anyway. And America goes, what? Huh? Is it Ohio on fire? Is it Ohio on fire? Well, that's distract from Biden and what they're finding out he did. And talk about confusing the shit out of the American people. This is insane as far if it's a psyop to confuse the citizenry. Job well done, my friends. Job well done. So we got the UFO thing, whatever it is. I don't know. I don't have enough info, and we don't have pictures. I'd love to show you great video of one of the fighters, F-22, taking out one of these UFOs. I'd love to see some film, but there's none of that either. Because it's a psyop. But apparently Ohio is burning. Ohio had a train derailment. This train derailed, they don't call it Palestine. They call it Palestine. Palestine. I guess Ohio people don't like that whole Palestinian thing. So in Palestine, Ohio, a train derailed. There it is. And they decided, well, we need to let this burn. We can't put it out. So we're just going to let it burn. And it is fucking up. Dude, look at that. It's daytime. Oh, that guy's mad.
Shit they burn off in East Palestine. This is not fucking storm clouds.
That looks like a nuke.
Look at it.
You can see it from the air. I'll try to draw a live report. Dead fish all over. Look at that. Dead fish in the water. Dead birds. Dead chickens.
Officials are claiming that the air and water are safe.
Chernobyling.
Residents say they can still smell chlorine. They've complained about their eyes watering.
Chlorine
when
flipped
they
the
go
coin
outside,
for me, and I lost the Super Bowl
says
toss.
The noxious air
Chlorine, what?
Chickens.
Out of nowhere, he just started coughing really hard and just shut down and went very fast.
Is that your dead dog in his hand? What? Dude,
Look at all
this
these
is
fucking
crazy.
crows. I'm not kidding.
This is within 10 miles of East Palestine.
Are they dying? Crows?
If you have not evacuated, please leave the area.
If you need someone to tell you that close to the fire, if you have not evacuated, that's crazy. Like, that's some real shit going on. And I don't know how, no one seems to even be talking about it. We have Pete Buttigieg. Pete Buttigieg. And he's the transportation secretary. He's the guy in charge of transportation. Now, you might think, oh, what does he do? Make sure the potholes are filled? Make sure the bridges are... Well, that's part of the job. But, you know, that goes down the line a little. I do believe the transportation secretary should probably say something, anything, about a rail disaster that seems to be killing everything around it. Not a word. Do you know he actually gave a speech yesterday, I believe it was? Maybe the day before, but it was well within, this had already happened. And it was about how construction projects need to have less white people in them. I swear to you. I swear to you. That's what he talked about. Hey, when these construction jobs are being done in these various communities, the construction workers should reflect the people in those communities. So, yeah, well, there's a train on fire and vinyl chloride, burning vinyl chloride fumes are killing everything. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that, but less white people on job sites, please. Can we do that? That's hurting people. That's what we got. But he's gay, so he's qualified.
To work with your
Here
contractors, to work with your community colleges on building a workforce that reflects the community. We have heard way too many stories from generations past of infrastructure where you got a neighborhood, often a neighborhood of color, that finally sees the project come to them, but everyone in the hard hats on that project looking like, doing the good paying jobs, don't look like they came from anywhere near the neighborhood.
Oh, they're
you
white.
can build
They're
community
white.
wealth that will help close wealth gaps in this country if we can tear down those barriers. But that happens at the delivery level.
So do you think the black, they're just not giving the people of color the jobs on these job sites? They're just letting, and he won't say white people. He says people that don't look like the